July 29, 2021, Nicole Cattaruzza, star 1978, star 8378. All right, listen. I am a Russian fighter jet pilot who crashed in Afghanistan when I fell out of a vagina in 1978, Century 19, foxhole into a foxtrot in this century. But I'm Centurion. I'm from galaxy far, far away, in some heavenly closet that doesn't exist for what I am looking at, and nothing is right. Now, what I can tie together myself is based on my visual recon and surveying of the local human population and what they know and don't know without listening, because I don't like when they tell me things. I'm like, This one looks very much like the clay artist's piece of Tutan. No. This is, you're right. He's Akenaten. Yeah, this is not him. No, this is not him. Not him. Because on the mummified remains of the correct piece, it's Tutankhamen. I'm the Ankh, A-N-K. I have it on my person. I'm the Tutankhamen. This is the Akenaten. That's where you and then you spit. Because it's not my family. It is not. These are one of the drug scout kiddos. But he's not a scout because he's not Scato and he's not garlic in Gaelic. So he's one of the children of the problems with management and the current way of understate and the way they understate and they speak and educate and then fly each other all over and then develop products to make themselves more dangerous. And then they pause the system, they rearrange the players in the dollhouse, and then they're like, okay. Here's the thing. In Viking History, I was watching that this morning. It was like the fjord, heaven. And I called Kellen, by the way. Lewis finally gave up the Food and Drug Administration, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, Kellen, that's interesting. I left a message. Thank God they didn't ask me for an online application. One person listens to the king. It's so wonderful. And the gods. So in Viking, I remember I won something with the gods, the pagans, for my honesty and bravery amongst the heathen population of you're outnumbered, I noticed, right? So, but still honest and brave, craven, braven. Yeah, I sure am craven, braven. Did you get the raven I sent? Like, I mean, I went by the name as suggested on Telefonica when the phone was blue and hung on the wall back in 1988, maybe. Anyway, so that happened. But I saw that the fjords, there was someone who was making a pale risotto. He was happy about the Italian. Was I'm pretty sure up in Fjord, they think the Italian looks like me still. Right, yeah, I got the one holdout in Aronsani, in the Alpini, like the Stellapini. The hairy white flower. Yeah, they're going extinct. I'm just letting you know. The children run amok in the world, and they're breaking things worse than anticipated. And let's see. So that happened. Then I've got, where are we? In this morning, I keep losing the train of thought. It's like they wipe, if it's on a whiteboard with a color erase, dry erase marker, I have it, the entire formula, thought pattern, everything is right there, ready to go for me to read off my own cipher code and siphon subscript. And then all of a sudden something happens and the whole thing just disappears. And then I lose the train of thought. I lose track, I lose the train of thought, and most of the times it does not come back. That is how dangerous this acclimate is between the economics. They're trying to preserve their economic system for some reason, even though that is the exact reason why they are in such degradation in New York and in society and around the world, and a host of others. But when I went to some out of this world, no timepiece needed, to meet, I guess interview maybe, with mon petit ami, like my appetite of, if I drink you in with my eyes and I eat you with my eyes and I'd never touch you, because it's just such a pleasure to spend time with you, that family. Because that family does not exist over, I mean, I'm a printer, a Copenhagen, and Scandinavian. I mean, I'm a printer, a copier, and scanner, right? Copenhagen, Scandinavian. Hello, Norway, fjords, anyone? So the Vikings, they split them up for some reason. Why would you do that? And why am I, wait, right, I'm a Viking away from heaven at the moment. I know you have special words for these things. While I'm fighting as the virus against the disease, and I need to go home. So how do I get safe passage? There's somebody by the name of Tatiana, and I don't know her last name, but Lou says it all the time. She lived upstairs on the 3rd floor before Alden came in. She apparently works at NASA. I did not know. Some Brookhaven laboratory. She's a molecular biologist. Did not know. Lou says she just teaches at St. Joseph's College. I'm like, all right. Innocent enough. Doesn't seem like it's a, but it is. And I said, could you set up maybe something I could speak with her? Because she seems to know, like, a guide of what I should be doing for a living to make money. I mean, hello, Lou. And so he said, I guess I could. And he's like, but do you have any, you didn't graduate with this. I was like, you just have to be a student of something, Louis. You do not have to graduate of anything. Just student. Be willing, open, know something, can show something, contribute something, and be on your way. I mean, you put all these hurdles in your humanness in front of being successful. It is so painful. And then you put him in a father position. Oh, and then I gotta pretend. I'm like, right, there's this Norway version of how I would want Klaus to be positioned with Alexander James and with Cat Scratch. But then there's the way Louis performs, and it's nothing like Klaus. I mean, Louis and I are in the Akenaten section of, I don't know. I got a 3-letter password. It's called Russian, Afghanistan, and New York. It's a special private operation location for Sub-City and the Atlantic Corporation, I suppose, of Universal Things. So that happened. So I'm going to put this up about, I mean, he